This is Matthew Barnes reporting for the CST Public Affairs Office, and as of this week, 5 advanced camp regiments are on the ground here at Fort Knox for cadet summer training. And while one regiment goes into the woods to begin its final phase, the others follow in their footsteps towards that same goal, graduation. To make sure they are prepared for their 2 weeks in the woods, 1st Regiment cadets go through extensive checks of equipment and standard operating procedures for the tasks ahead. And with all the preparations complete, they make their way to the field to take part in different real-life scenarios: movement to contact, ambush, recon, and raid, to name a few. Each platoon goes through the scenarios 3 different times to make sure they fully understand what they can do to improve as future leaders in the field. Before heading out into the FTX lanes themselves, 2nd Regiment cadets took the time to go over safety procedures, practice squad tactics, and plan as a group during platoon standard operating procedure training. At the end of this week, 2nd Regiment cadets will be out in the FTX lanes for 2 weeks, living and learning in the woods. More FTX preparation was in store for 2nd Regiment cadets this week as they strengthened their marksmanship and communication skills at Buddy Team Live Fire. Each group of battle buddies is tasked to move down a lane one at a time toward a final grenade throw while covering the other as they move closer. Trust is the name of the game here, as both buddies must succeed to pass.
I got you covered!
Definitely more pressure knowing that you're handling a live weapon, but the practice that we've gotten over the last couple days really made me feel confident that me and my battle buddy Schrader are going to be able to accomplish the task, no problems.
Need a bit more boom than bang for your buck? Well, the grenade range offers all of that and more, as 3rd Regiment cadets are trained in the proper steps to safely handle and employ grenades. Different positions and throwing angles allow for the cadets to experience all the ways that grenades are used. And let's not forget a few more real-life obstacles to keep the cadets sharp. 3rd Regiment cadets also spent a good portion of this week practicing their marksmanship skills with their M4s during Basic Rifle Marksmanship Training, or BRM. The cadets started with learning how to group and zero their rifles. Then they spent time on the range practicing shooting before taking on weapons qualification, a must-pass event for advanced camp cadets that evaluates their M4 marksmanship skills. 4th Regiment cadets also started their BRM this week following 3rd Regiment's qualification. But before they get rifle training, cadets from 4th Regiment showed off their strength during the Army Physical Fitness Test. The APFT consists of timed push-ups, sit-ups, and a 2-mile run. Each cadet found their own motivation to reach the scores they aimed for. 4th Regiment cadets have quite a story to tell after completing the Chemical, Biological, Radiological, and Nuclear training, otherwise known as CBRN. Cadets learned how to equip protective chemical biological equipment and got to experience the effects of tear gas. CBRN training is conducted with the goal of educating cadets on how to use and trust their protective gear. In addition to braving the CBRN chamber, the 4th Regiment cadets got to spend a day and evening out in the field for the practical land navigation exercise. Cadets were required to find a minimum of 3 points during the day and 1 point during the evening. This was all done with traditional navigation equipment throughout the approximately 1,800 square kilometer training site within a 4-hour and 2-hour time limit. 4th Regiment also braved the 64-foot rappel tower this week, as if physical training, gas, and navigating the woods wasn't enough. In their self-tied seats, cadets took the leap and worked their way down the tower with the assistance of a wall, and then down the freefall side. Look out below! For the newcomers, cadets from 5th Regiment got to know each other a bit better by taking on the Field Leaders Reaction Course. The FLRC forces cadets to work together under the leadership of one of their own, as it's impossible for only one to complete the course, making it a great way to evaluate cadets early on for leadership skills.
One, you gotta learn how to work as a team. You gotta learn how to not only be a leader, but also be a follower, be able to listen to instructions, to the finest detail, learn how to, like I said, pay attention to detail, and also learn how to look at a situation you don't know and use your team and their skills and their weaknesses and apply it to the situation at hand, as well as don't take the backseat sometimes.
Tune in next week to check out what the cadets will be doing here at Fort Knox. To find even more videos, articles, and images, make sure to check out our website and follow us on social media. All the links to those will be provided in the description below. But before we end this week, we have a special message for all the fathers out there. Reporting for the CST Public Affairs Office, this is Matthew Barnes.
Happy Father's Day! I love you, Dad.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Love you, Dad.
Happy Father's Day.